American time. And a lot quieter too, right? Much quieter. Beautiful. This is like the north side. Because I think we walk north. Look how quiet this place is. Man, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I mean that, by the way. I do mean this is very beautiful because this is what the city all looked like 40 years ago. Okay, that go a toilet right there. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, man. Like, even though I like this place, you would have to pay me $1,000 for me to go into this toilet right here, man. Y'all see this toilet right here? I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. I would do the number 1 and the number 2 right here in full view of every single passing car before I go into this toilet right here. Because this toilet right here is a crime against humanity right here. I don't even want to show y'all what it looked like inside. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep it moving, man. We're gonna have to keep it moving. All right, we're gonna have to keep it moving. Let's keep moving. Oh, very old, what's it called? Very old toilet. Now, if you look at here now, people, y'all might say, well, what's the rental price in a building like this? You can rent an apartment here for $100 a month. This is a very old building. You can rent an apartment here for $100, $150 a month at the most. Like, you could literally live here for $100 a month in this neighborhood over here. And you're still in Harbin, like, over here. And you're still in Harbin, like, literally all you do is cross the bridge and you're in. So this is, and this is, you know, this is why, like, when I come to this place, man, like, this says right here, what's that say? What's that say? 延金荣食杂店. So you can see, like, you could just tell this is a relic. This used to be a little neighborhood 7-Eleven over here. Look at this. I'm serious, man. Like, before 30, 40, 50 years ago, before modernization came to the rest of China, like, this is what every Chinese city looked like 50 years ago. Like, people lived in these types of homes in most areas. Now, you can see it's barely populated. There's not a lot of people here. The streets are pretty empty. The houses are probably still filled, but there's not a lot of people here. But this is what the city looked like before all the gleaming and shiny buildings and all the beautiful cars and, you know, the Lexus, the Porsche cars. This is like a real working class neighborhood that reflects what this place looked like 40 and 50 years ago. And hardly any people live here anymore. You see that satellite dish protruding on the top? There's not a lot of people living here. The city has moved on. And this is also why the landscaping is so messy, because there's not a lot of people living here. Very quiet. Yeah, I mean, the people moved to better areas in the city. They moved to the other side of the river. That's the simple answer. People moved to the other side of the river, and these places are. Oh, got a dog right there, man. This dog better not cause no problems. Thank you, John King. Thank you, Nandita. You're a cutie. You're so adorable. You're such an adorable baby. You're so adorable. You're such a good girl. Thank you, Annie. So beautiful. Thank you, Steve and Plant Groove. so beautiful. I know, sat right next to me. I hate myself for not having a snack right now. I really need to start bringing some dog snacks with me. Damn, I need to have a snack with me from now on. You're so beautiful. Sat right next to me. See you later, doggy. See you later, little doggy. See you later, little doggy. You look hungry. I should buy you something to eat. Except this quiet ass place. Ain't got no place to buy no food, man. I should buy something to eat, but I ain't got nowhere to eat. This freaking place don't have anything to buy any food. See if I'll find a little grocery store, a little convenience store or some shit. Buy a piece of sausage. I need to start having some snacks with me for the dogs. Look at this place, man. I ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. Man, let's keep moving, man. Let's go ahead and explore the rest of this place and let's go to lunch. I'm gonna get up out of here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, little buddy. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. 杂货店关门了，不开门， the store is closed. Freaking store is closed. Hold on, let me see if that store is open. What's up, Sherry? So this is supposed to be a little neighborhood 7-Eleven over here. My ass. Ain't got no food. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. I wanted to buy some sausage. You can see this neighborhood is barren over here, man. They don't have anything over here. This really shows you the difference between the two sides of the river. It's a very, very old community here. So let's go ahead and get up out of here. All right, I'm going to take you guys around this neighborhood a little bit, a little trip down memory lane, a little bit of a nostalgic walk. And then we'll go and grab some lunch. Try to find some food for the doggy. But unfortunately, nothing was open. Dog still looks like it's searching for some food. But we'll go ahead and get up out of here. It does look a little bit like Detroit, but out of here, little buddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little buddy. All right. Where we are now is called it's called the Old Boat Factory neighborhood. Because if you guys remember, as I was mentioning earlier in my live streams, these last couple of days, and these really last couple of weeks, Northeast China was a very, very heavy industrial center of China. A lot of those factories have now moved to other parts of China, but 50, 60 years ago, there was a lot of large-scale manufacturing for heavy equipment, heavy industry equipment, heavy industry, all types of supplies that happened here in the northeastern part of China. What you're seeing here is actually an entire neighborhood that used to house workers that lived in those types, that worked in those factories. This is what I call the effect of deindustrialization happening here in Harbin on these types of neighborhoods. Harbin today is a tourism-driven city. The entire area of northeast China used to be a thriving industrial center of China. If you can imagine, the workers all lived in these buildings, in these communities over here. You got the kids that are running around. You got neighborhood restaurants, all types of stores. Now you can see the weeds growing. People have simply moved on from these types of places. And this is why, like, a lot of people have said this looks like Detroit. You could not be any more correct, because this in many ways is what used to be the Detroit of China. In the 1950s, the 1960s, and the 1970s, like northeast Dongbei, Manchuria, China was extremely wealthy. There were so many jobs here revolving around the state-owned enterprises that produced heavy machinery, heavy equipment. Those jobs were eliminated for the most part in the late 1990s. Thank you, in the late 1990s. So this is why there's so many parts of northeast China that looks like this. It looks like the Rust Belt back home in America. It looks like Detroit, Michigan. It looks like Cleveland, Ohio. It looks like Gary, Indiana. Right? This is the third time I'm doing a live stream where I'm saying this over and over again. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you so much, Annabelle and Kelly K. Thank you, Annabelle. And thank you, Annabelle, for all the goose this morning. Thank you, Annabelle. This is what I mean when I tell people, like, people back home in America always seem to think that job loss due to external factors is a unique thing to America. It's not. These people that used to work in these types of neighborhoods, a lot of them lost their jobs in the late 1990s. Just like the auto workers in Detroit or the garment workers in North Carolina, a lot of them lost their jobs in the 90s and early 2000s. The same thing happened here. So this is why, like, globalism doesn't affect just countries. It affects individual pockets of countries more so than anywhere else. Thank you, Retta, but you can see the city rebuilt itself. The city is now a tourism attraction. It attracts millions of people every year to come into the city, boosting its GDP, spending money on hotels, on cars. But this is what urban decay looks like when jobs are eliminated in this region. You know what I mean? People always think like, oh, you know, Mexico took our jobs, or in the 70s and 80s, it was Japan took our jobs, and then now it's China took our jobs, and then now it's going to be India took our jobs. That's a natural cycle of life. It doesn't just happen to America. It happens here in China as well. There used to be a lot of good paying jobs here that supported a lot of workers and kids and wives and husbands. Those jobs were gone in the late 1990s. You know, for all the Chinese people who are watching, if you are Chinese, the Spring Gala, right? You remember this. You guys remember in the annual Spring Gala, the famous line, thank you, Miss 53, for all the Chinese people who are watching, you guys remember that famous line that said, 我要替国家想，我不下岗，谁下岗? Right? You remember that from the 90s. For all the Americans who are watching, there was a very famous skit from the annual New Year Gala in the late 90s that said, I have to lose my job in order for the country to prosper. And a lot of the workers here did lose their jobs. You know, you can tell this used to be a really nice place. It used to be a very vibrant place with lots of people running around. You know what I mean? There was a lot of kids running around. This used to be full of life. And now you can see this is typical Northeast China. You know what I'm saying? This is like Flint, Michigan. This is like Detroit. This is like parts of Ohio and Cleveland, right? So this is why, like, you know, this is why, like, when you look at this place, it's nostalgic. It's very, very nostalgic, man. It evokes of a time long ago gone. You know what I mean? So this is why, like, for the American folks who are watching, just remember, what we go through as a country, they go through as a country as well. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving. I don't know where you guys live, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of folks that live in Michigan that watch this channel. There's folks that live in Ohio that watch this channel. There's folks that live in North Carolina that watch this channel. Thank you, Lena and Dorito. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you, Doreen. You know, there's a lot of folks who, from different parts of the Rust Belt back home in America, that watch this channel. There's folks that live in Cleveland, that have family and friends in Cleveland and in Detroit. This is what the Rust Belt of China looks like. You know what I mean? Please follow the channel. Thank you, Doreen. You know, I'm just playing with you. You see, you're in Michigan, right? Los Angeles, right? You're in Australia. I love it. We're close to 400,000 likes. So this looks nothing like where we started our city walk today, right? Imagine where we started our city walk. The fancy Russian-style buildings, the Mercedes-Benz, the Lexus, the Porsche, the beautiful cars. That's where our live stream, thank you, Chow and One Tire Pappy. That is where the story began this evening with our live stream. And look at where we are now, right? So let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep moving in these neighborhoods. You can see there's still folks that live here. You see that? Very, very old homes. Very, very old homes, man. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. I mean, it doesn't really look sad because you got to understand, most of the people that used to live in these neighborhoods, I would imagine are living in better homes now. So I wouldn't even call it sad, but this is what urban decay looks like when the jobs are lost. You know, just people just don't live here anymore. You know? Very, very peaceful though. Very different from the nicer neighborhoods, right? Very, very different. And you know, the thing about this place is that there's really no historical protection value to these homes here. And I think that's why it's such a shame. Thank you, Sylvia. If this was built in the Qing dynasty or if this was built in the Republic Mingguo area time period, they would actually protect a lot of these buildings. But because this is built in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and even the 80s, now they just lay dormant. There's no one living in it. And the people that used to live here, many of them don't feel bad for them because many of them, when they were laid off from their jobs, they became entrepreneurs. They had to find a new way to feed their families. Many of them became entrepreneurs and built great businesses. So this is why, like, people have to understand, like, this is real. This is real history. This channel is about history. I make videos about history. What you're looking at is real history. You know what I mean? There's nothing to be ashamed of. This is just an older neighborhood and it's history. Thank you, YOLO. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Robin. Very different from how the live stream started, right? Am I right? Very, very different from how we started today. And let me tell you guys this. Thank you, Robin. Let me tell you guys this. The people, the demographics of the people that live in these neighborhoods over here, they are all older. They are all on the older side. Very, very few, if any, young persons still living here. These are all older folks still living here. I would argue there's probably no young person that still lives here. Of course, Shannon, look, this is a real show. This is a real TikTok channel. We show you guys real sides of Asia, real sides of China. When we go to Thailand, we don't just go to the fancy malls of Thailand. We don't just go to the fancy areas. We're going to take you guys to the neighborhoods of Bangkok that are looking just like this. When we go to the Philippines, when we go to Indonesia, when we go to Vietnam, right? There's very fancy places in Vietnam with the fancy malls, with the beautiful, beautiful buildings. Vietnam is getting richer and richer as a country. But there are also neighborhoods like this where everyday people live in. And we're going to see all this. And I think that's what makes travel authentic and genuine. You can't just go to the big mall. You can't just go to the touristy areas and leave. You got to see some of this stuff with your own eyes, some of these older neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Like it's not bad at all. I agree. So when I go to Thailand, I'm going to have to be careful because it's not as safe as it is here in China. So follow the channel and share this live stream. It's still very clean though, like even though this is obviously a low income neighborhood, this is very obviously a lower income neighborhood. I don't see any trash on the ground. I don't really see too much, everything is still very clean. It's just old and it's very safe. So I don't have to worry about getting jacked up over here. It's very, very safe here. It's just old. That's all it is. It's just an old neighborhood. Just very, very old. You see this? The demographics of this entire place is totally on the older side. See that? You see any young people here? Y'all see any young people here? Not at all, right? And what are the odds you think you see an American over here? Right? This is why our channel's different. We show you guys every slice of life. See, look, there's a little old barbershop over here. You could just tell this barbershop used to have a lot of business. You know why? Look at this right here. What do y'all think this pole right here is? Y'all see this pole with the wire hanging out? Thank you, Lydia, for the bracelets. Y'all see this pole over here with the wire hanging out? Y'all see that? That is an old barbershop that used to have one of those rotating lights that tells you it's a barbershop. You guys ever see that? The barbershop lights, the barbershop sign, that's been torn down. But this used to be a barbershop that served the entire community. And now it's gone. Now it's no longer operational, but this is trip down memory lane. Follow the channel. You guys have seen those rotating lights. This used to be it. This was connected to this cable right here. This cable right here. So, let's keep moving, everybody. Yeah, the air quality is great. Great air quality, blue skies. Very much an older home. Thank you, Dorito. Thank you, Doreen. 你好。哎，我能问您一个问题吗？像这些地方的这些房子都是什么时候建的？哪个年代建的？
那是87年。
87年。
我们这也是87年。
也是87年，都是87年。
那些楼都是那造。
那个，都是87，像这些也都是87年。
那个二老个那套房，紧靠那厂那套房，那是建国以前的。建国以前的。那边那个靠那嘎那个那也是建国以前的。都是建国以前。都老毛房，在那嘎那有一套2套平房，也是老毛房。老毛房，他那个这边以前有一个工厂是吧？造船的一个厂。就是这搁这儿， 出去往那个东一走，那就是我们赵厂长，我们都那单位退休的。
哦，那个厂现在不在了吧？
在，
还在哦，还在。哦，现在还造船。
还造船。
哦，好，那我过去看一看，谢谢您。谢谢您。这附近住的大部分都是退休的，在以前在厂。
退休的都是小年轻的都走，都是岁数大的。
了解。好的，谢谢您啊，谢谢您。
都买房子，
好，谢谢。好。Follow the channel and share this live stream. So I just figured out that the actual boat factory is still operational. Most of the folks that live in this neighborhood over here are the older citizens who retired from that boat factory. And she was telling me that the younger folks have all left this area. They bought houses elsewhere in the city. They bought newer homes in bigger apartment buildings. So the people that are still living here are mostly senior citizens who used to work for the boat factory. I thought the boat factory closed down, but the boat factory is actually still operational. So there should still be people working there, but I don't think they would live in these neighborhoods anymore. So that woman that I just talked to, she was probably in her 70s. So she would be on a pension. She would be on Social Security. And you think about the fact that she's living here, there's no rent. She doesn't need to pay any rent. She doesn't have any mortgage. So she's able to save a lot of money to give to her grandkids, to give to her children, because she's on Social Security. She probably has great benefits too, because she used to work in a big factory like this. Thank you, Akaika. So I would imagine her Social Security payment is actually pretty high because she used to work for this factory over here. So don't be confused by the fact that these buildings don't look that nice. There's actually people here that are living very, very comfortably. Very, very comfortably. Very, very comfortably. Very, very comfortably. If she's Social Security, she's actually making pretty good money. So let's keep moving, y'all. Follow the channel and share this live stream. These buildings were built in 1987. So most of the buildings here were built in 1987. And there are some buildings that are from the 40s, the 50s, before independence in 1949. Thank you, Peony. But most of the buildings that you see here were built in 1987 to house the workers at the boat factory. Now, most of the people that still live here, see, most of these homes are empty, but some of the people that still do live here are retired employees of the boat factory. Well, let's keep moving. Yeah, 1987. It is 1:03 p.m. now in the afternoon, so it should be time for lunch very soon. Follow the channel and share this live stream. I feel like I can get something to eat over here, y'all. They actually have restaurants over here still. Hit the follow button. Thank you, JT. Not a lot of natural disasters, but what they do have is flooding. So there's going to be some type of flooding occasionally because it is a river city. Man, look at this. Beautiful. Thank you, JT. Please go and hit the follow button. What you're looking at, everybody who's coming in, is the Rust Belt of China. We are in a northern Chinese city called Harbin, a very beautiful tourism city. But this is what I call the Rust Belt of China, where there used to be some great, amazing, large industries here, many of whom have moved to other parts of the country. This is like the American Rust Belt. This is the Chinese Rust Belt. Please follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Have a great day as well. Let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel. We're on our way to 300,000 followers here on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. On our way to 300,000, y'all. It's getting hot over here, too. I'm serious, man. They actually have restaurants over here. I could actually get dinner here. I could actually get lunch here if I wanted to. I'm serious, y'all. Should I give this restaurant a chance? I could actually have lunch here if I wanted to. This actually looks pretty good, man. I'm serious, man. I could actually have lunch here if I wanted to. Yo. Should we have lunch here? Look at these prices right here, man. 你有就直接从这上面点是吗？
啊，对，你看是。
好的，好的，好的。Should we have lunch here? Should we have lunch here? What y'all think? What you guys think? This is like $2.20 for this noodle over here. This lamb dish over here is only $5.35 for that lamb dish. So, should we have lunch? Let's have lunch here. 别在这儿吃了。哎 Should I have lunch here? 哎，老板，我跟您点还是跟刚才那个？
你说这些哥们儿，只要你说国语，我都能听懂。
好的。
刚才那我听不懂。
好的，好的。你这边有什么特色？您推荐的菜吗？
就在小上都是老式菜，都是老式做法。
是吗？牛肉在哪里？有些什么牛肉？
没有牛肉，这是不是回民饭店？
羊肉有吗？
有孜然羊肉。
我来个孜然羊肉。
好。
没有任何牛肉啊？
牛肉。
啊，没事。我看还有什么别的推荐吗？
锅包肉好吃。
锅包肉。我这不吃猪肉。
这是小的。
您有什么推荐的上手菜吗？
我这都挺拿手的，这个
是吗？
对。
要是不拿手，出门往哪放？你吃不好看着呢。
来这儿看一个。哦，来个这个青瓜虾仁。
你自己吗，哥们儿？
对，就我。
那菜够吃吧？
两个菜够吗？
两个。
再来个这个烧不，等一下，我再看一下。我先来个这个青瓜虾仁，然后来个刚才那个孜然那个羊肉，对，然后给我2碗。你们米饭多大？
有大碗和小碗的，这是小碗的。
来一碗大碗米饭。
行。
2道菜应该够了吧？一个够了吧？
够了。
好，谢谢你们。好。Beautiful. Follow the channel and share this live stream. So I ordered some shrimp and I ordered some lamb. It's probably more than enough for 2 people. So it's time to eat, y'all. Look at this restaurant. Everything is pasted with new look at these right here, man. Look at everything is old newspapers. A lot of old newspapers. This restaurant is kind of dope, man. I like this. Look at this. It's kind of dope. Man, beautiful. Is the signal lagging at all in here? Or is the signal good? Are we lagging at all? Is the signal good? Lagging? No lag? All right. Dylan, are you watching? It's time for lunch. Thank you, Dave. Is Dylan watching? Because it's time for lunch. Good? Thank you, All Things, and Dave. All right. Beautiful. Thank you, All Things, and thank you, Ivy. All right, y'all. I think we just hit 100,000 views today. See how many views we hit. Yeah, we just hit 109,000 views. We're at over 90,000 viewers already. This is spectacular. All right, time to go ahead and get set up. It's time for lunch. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Chuck and Macabello. All right. Beautiful. My hair is all messed up. Excuse me. Thank you, Macabello and David. Oh man, my hair looks terrible. Oh man. Time for lunch, everybody. Thank you, all things. Ooh, hair looking messy. LBJ, I did, but it was a different restaurant. Thank you, Akaika. I had Russian food last night, but it was a different restaurant. Let me turn off of dual cam. Thank you, all things. I did. Did you guys enjoy the tour so far today? Did you guys enjoy the tour? Kind of different. Kind of a different type of tour today. Did you guys enjoy it? Very fun for me. Boom. Look, this is the definition of a hole in the wall type of restaurant. Thank you, Akaika. This is the definition of a hole in the wall type of restaurant. Not fancy. My whole lunch is gonna cost me right around only $11, $12. Yeah, very, very hole in the wall type of restaurant. Thank you, Aura. Let's see how the food is. I reserve judgment until the food comes out. Let's see how it is. Yeah, I'm gonna get the dog some food. That's right, that's a good point. Tell you guys this, I wasn't expecting on having lunch here. This is a nice little surprise. I thought I was gonna have to go back to the city to have lunch. This is a nice surprise for us. Let's see how the food is. Follow the channel, share this live stream. How did I feel after eating those spicy frogs, man? Thank you, Marcus, for that question. I feel like I got some verticality. I got yelled at by my mom, man. My mom was yelling at me. She was like, stop eating frogs. I was like, Mom, I love frogs. Frogs are delicious. My mom was yelling at me. She was not happy. Thank you, all things. She was not happy. But it's okay. I'm gonna wait till my mom goes to bed, and then I'm gonna eat the frogs. I'm gonna wait till she goes to bed in North Carolina, and then I'm gonna stream the frogs. Matter of fact, I should get some frogs right now. 哎，你好，你们有鱼吗？
有鱼啊，你要吃啥鱼？江鱼、海鱼
都有鱼，你活鱼啊这是？
哦，不是，都是死的。
哦，你们有蛙吗？青蛙有？蛙？
没有。
没有蛙。好，那算了，就虾仁还有这个吧。好，谢谢。I just asked them if they have some frogs. Thank you, all things. She said no. Darn it. Thank you, Akaika. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, man, where I went to school. Man, you ain't telling her nothing. Follow the channel, man. Share this live stream. Thank you, Robin. My mom don't know what else I be eating. Thank you, Dragon and Robin, two Robins. Thank you, Bates and Vic. We got some snitches in here, man. Meow. Meow. What will my mom say about eating here? She probably would not like it. Let me reserve judgment till the food comes out. You know, this place doesn't look very fancy, but they may have some really good food. You know what I'm saying? They may have some really good food. Thank you, Lorelli. So we're gonna have to wait till the food comes out. We're gonna have to wait till food comes out and reserve judgment. But I don't think my mom will be eating at a place like this. So we'll have to see. Follow the channel, and share this live stream, y'all. Hit that follow button. Doreen, man, my parents value their privacy. Thank you, JT and Akaika. They value their privacy, so they probably don't want to be on live stream. My parents are also old, man. They in their 60s. They don't know about the social media stuff like we do. Thank you, Cav. Hey, do any of you guys know why we do this with the chopsticks when you open it up? I'm just playing. My parents are not very tech savvy. You know, they're on the older side, man. My parents are 60 and 61. They don't use Instagram. They don't use TikTok except to watch me. They don't use Facebook. They don't use Snapchat. They don't use anything. I'm just playing, man. Y'all are not old. Y'all in y'all golden years. Thank you, La Boo Boo. Y'all in y'all golden years. Thank you, Akaika. Exactly, for the splinter. Exactly, for the splinter. Exactly, for the splinter. No, parents are older. Parents are older now. My mom's got gray hair. They're getting older. That's why I gotta go back to North Carolina and spend some time with them. That's right, Silver. I didn't mean old. They're older. They got wisdom. They're older. And they certainly don't use social media. Thank you, All Things. That's right, not old. Just older. Thank you, Ronnie. That's right. Y'all right. Y'all right. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all right. This is probably my first hole-in-the-wall meal here in Dongbei that's actually Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? And it's not what's it called? It's not Russian food. It's Chinese food. I know, man. Maybe I should bring my parents on, man. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I should bring my parents on because we got, our audience base actually does trend a little bit older. Maybe I should bring my parents on. I think about it. I asked my dad. Let me ask my dad, see what his opinion is. I asked my dad. Yeah, maybe I'll ask my dad. Thank you, Joe J. Thank you, Joe J. Ooh, here comes the first dish. This looks fire. Ooh. 谢谢。没事。Hold on, let me move this back a little bit. Ooh. Thank you, Ash. Look at this. Yo, this restaurant is fire, man. This is gonna make or break the dish. Let's see how this shrimp tastes. This is why you can always believe a hole-in-the-wall restaurant here in China, man. Thank you, all things. This is amazing. Thank you, all things in Ash. This is amazing. This is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Moni. This is amazing. Look at it right here. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Pat Moon. Thank you, Libby. This is amazing. This dish right here, thank you, Joe J. Thank you, Joe J. Thank you, Jill Bramlett. Thank you, Cindy. This dish right here was only $6.80. Thank you, all things. $6.80 for the shrimp dish right here. Damn, thank you, Lee. This is fire. And it's got vegetables too. Very good. Very good. And you can see the fish. Thank you, Melanin. Thank you. You can see the shrimp has actually been deveined. Beautiful. Let's see how the lamb tastes. Thank you, Jennifer, and all things. The Drayton hands. This is without a doubt one of the best meals I've had here in Harbin. This is great. This is amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing food, man. Man. Real good. Thank you, Nicho, Yehoshua, and all things, and Tyrone. Thank y'all. I got a feeling the lamb is going to be very good as well. It's being cooked right now on that hot fire right there. Oh, here it comes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is cumin lamb right here. This is cumin lamb. The sound in the background is the grill, the fire from the, what's it called, from the kitchen being cooked. Look at this. This looks so good. Ooh. It smells so good. This is a lot of cumin on this thing right here. Amazing. Thin sliced lamb with cumin, hot peppers. First of all, there's a table of 3 people sitting right across from me right now. There's 3, I will explain the flavor. There's 3 people sitting right across from me. 3 people, mother, father, and a teenage daughter. The 3 of them ate lunch for just $11. Me, one person, my lunch cost more than 3 people. My lunch cost more than 3 people. Think about that. My lunch cost more than their 3 people's. I just heard their bill. It was 78 yuan. I ate more than 3 people just did. The flavor of cumin is very unique. Very, very unique. I don't know if you guys have ever had cumin before, man. It's a very unique flavor. It's almost like a pepper, but it's like... But this is very heavy though. This is like seasoned very, very heavily. And then you can see the onions over here. They add to the flavor. But this is very, very... This is almost like you're having barbecue lamb, but except it's been stir-fried. If that makes sense. Dude. I'm gonna get back to the shrimp over here, man. Shrimp is my favorite over here. Thank you, Nabi. It's good eating right here, man. Less than $15 for lunch. You get 2 fresh dishes, plus a bowl of rice, plus vegetables. You can't ask for anything better. This is amazing. Hands down, best meal I've had in Harbin so far. Hands down. Best meal I've had in Harbin. Very good. Clean. Off the chain, man. This is just normal white rice. Thank you, WT. Just normal white rice. Steady business too, man. A lot of people coming in, eating. There's actually a lot of people coming in. Right now, the time is 1:30 in the afternoon. There's a lot of people coming in right now. I'm kind of surprised. This is amazing. Beautiful. Great. I wish y'all were here with me right now. Thank you, Lexi. Dylan is absolutely delicious. It's clean. It looks very clean. Now, I will say this, though. This lamb dish right here is pretty greasy. Thank you, Joe J and Annabelle. This lamb is very, very greasy. Thank you, Lexi. It's a greasy dish, so there's a lot of oil in this. That's why I like the shrimp a little bit better. Shrimp is like more light. It's a lighter dish.
你这说，你说我家这墙一超过，它能和墙，你说这一超过。
一个口味儿一样的。
不是一个口味儿，就是也形状不一样。
Scott, the answer is yes.
一个长方形的，一个片儿。
They buy a little bit from overseas, but they produce basically all of their own rice. Food security is very important here in China. Do you know what's the #1 agricultural product China buys from America? Does everybody know the answer? What's the #1 agriculture product China buys from America?
A
lot of people saying corn. Potato. I believe that is soy. It's actually soy. Yeah. Thank you, Caprico. Capricorn. Thank you, Capricorn gal. Soy. I believe it's soy.
我不在这儿，他咋开门呢？要不凉的是不是？行，等会儿上菜。来个啥水水？我不要面面的就是啊，那时候开门了没有没阵。来一个白开水给我。
Thank you, Amuj, for pinning. I'm telling you guys, man, y'all gotta come out to China. And when you guys come out to China, my biggest advice to you: don't just go to the fancy hotels, the Marriott hotels, the Hilton hotels. Don't just go to the fancy restaurants. Check out some of these hole-in-the-wall type of restaurants. Check out some of these like very, very off the beaten path type of places. I think you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised at what kind of food that you can get here in these seemingly very, very old, very, very small restaurants. You know what I mean? Don't just go for like those Michelin star restaurants. I gotta get my gluten-free diet. I gotta get my Mediterranean diet. You know what I'm saying? Try some of these hole-in-the-wall places. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys, you would love it. The food is actually incredible. And I'm waiting for Lee to come back to China, because that's where we're gonna go together. Ian too, when he comes here in November. One of my moderators, Ian's gonna come here in November. Thank you, Susie. We're gonna go to restaurants just like this. Uncle food, that's right. Yeah, I'm waiting for you over here. Thank you, Susie, and this smoky. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. How many of y'all hungry right now watching me in America? Thank you, Susie. How many of you guys are hungry right now? Am I making you hungry?
后排。手机应该是开启的状态。
You hungry?
价值，您先帮我联系一下司机吧，因为这样子我先确定一下。如果没在他那，可能还在别的地方。好了。
You know what's another thing? When we go to Taiwan, China, later in October, I want you guys to compare the food prices and the restaurant prices in Taiwan, China, compared to mainland China. I want you guys to do a comparison, because we're gonna do a lot of food live streams in Taiwan, China as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's compare the prices. Let's see if it's cheap there. Let's see if it's cheap though. Let's actually do some price comparison. I did not eat breakfast, man. Thank you in Australia. I love it. This whole meal right here, $12. This plus this plus a bowl of rice, $12. I just look at the prices again, $12. Let's go, man. We're going to go to a lot of night markets in Taiwan, absolutely. I can't wait. This is not 20 bucks in America, man. I think with tip, this is probably $30 to $35 in America. In North Carolina, this will probably be $30 to $35, closer to 40 when you factor in tip. Because there's two dishes over here, a shrimp dish plus a lamb dish. This is easily $40 with tip. I don't think 20 gets it done in America for this. Thank you, Jesus. Beautiful. Thank you, Dorito. $25 just to go to Burger King. What the hell are you buying at Burger King? Most of you guys are going to be asleep for this, but at 6 a.m. on the East Coast, we're going to be visiting a night market here in the city of Harbin. Most of y'all are going to be asleep. Thank you, Jesus. Most of y'all are going to be asleep. It's okay, though. It's okay. But we're going to a night market. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 6 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be hitting the road again. Thank you, Wicked and Jesus. We'll be hitting the streets like we hit it this morning to go to a night market. 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. my time, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Thank you, Loretta. True Gods is here. Thank you, True Gods. We did a little bit of a city walk for about 2.5 hours. Now we're getting some lunch. Great to see you, sir. Great to see you, True Gods. One of the original OG supporters of the channel since day one. Thank you, Jesus. Since day one, been with me since day one. Thank you. Thank you, Nerd Girl and Jesus. True God, sir, look at how many followers now we got on TikTok. We got almost 300,000 followers on TikTok. Look at how far we've come, True Gods. Look at how far we've come, man. Look at how far we've come. Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much, Candace. We've come a long way, True Gods. Thank you, Jesus. Almost 300,000 followers on TikTok now. I gotta charge my phone real quick. Still a long way to go. Hopefully we can get to 1 million. Hopefully we can get to 1 million one day. I appreciate you, sir, True Gods, man. I remember so many great memories. Thank you, sir. Also, let me mention this. True Gods was the very first person who ever gave me a big gift here on TikTok in supporting me and keeping it moving here on TikTok. He was the first person ever. Just like that right there. Thank you, True Gods, man. Thank you, sir. He was the first person watching the channel to ever give me a big gift ever. Things I'd never seen before because I never knew anything about streaming. Very first person. OG, man. Appreciate you. DJ Keith, I appreciate that. Follow the channel, man. We're on the way to 300,000. Thank you, True Gods. Thank you, sir. I gotta get a new pair of chopsticks. Thank you, Katie. Still a real one. And he never stays for long either, man. He's just like a Kenneth. He never stays for long. Watches for a couple minutes and leaves. I appreciate you, sir. We've come a long way. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, Gemini, for that comment. I love that, Perry. Thank you, Ingrid Peck. Perry, you gotta put them pictures on our Discord channel. Thank you, Ingrid and I Am Connors. Thank you, Ingrid, for the first gift. Thank you. This is our last shrimp. This is our last shrimp, everybody. Thank you, Ingrid. Good night, Street Fighter. Thank you, Lil Jane. I love that comment. Thank you, Wayne, Fiona, and Sam. And y'all. Amazing. Hey, and all this, $12. $12 for everything. Thank you, Crystal. $12 US for this whole lunch. Tiger Zoo coming up very soon. Drew, I'm waiting for you in China, man. I'm waiting for you here. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. I have not had any today, but we will when we go to Beijing. When we go to Beijing, the capital of China, to go stream in the next few weeks, we're gonna have some Wowoto together. We're also gonna have Peking duck. We're gonna have a lot of Peking duck when we go to Beijing. Get ready. Follow the channel, y'all. Thank you, Wayne. Y'all gotta follow the channel. We're gonna do so much. We're gonna do so many food live streams in Beijing. Yeah, so Keisha Panda's actually been checking out my apartment for me. She knows the password to my apartment, so she's been checking out my apartment for me. Oh. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much, Linda. Hey, for real though, everybody. 6 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you, Wayne and Lil Jane. 6 a.m. Eastern time. Most of you guys are gonna be asleep. But if you're gonna be awake, a.m. Eastern time, most of you guys are gonna be asleep. But if you're gonna be awake, we are going to a night market time on this morning, 6 a.m. Monday market. Thank you, Donna and Wayne. Thank you, 小笨蛋. Thank you. Linda J. That's because I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. I'm grateful for everybody watching. Typing on the screen. Let's get to 500,000 likes, everybody. Tap on your screen. Let's get to 500,000 likes. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Melis. Thank you, Jojo. It's amazing. This restaurant is amazing. Look at this lamb over here. Thank you, Rios. Look at this lamb right here. That. Let's get to 500,000 likes, everybody. Exactly as Christy said. Thank you. Good food. $12. $12 for lamb, shrimp, rice. $12 and vegetables. $12. Wayne is amazing. $12. Thank you, Lexi. Now, let me chill for a second. That's what I tell her all the time, man. Let me rest for a second. Thank you, Wayne. Let me rest for a second. Cause I be doing all the work. Man. Thank you, Shavonda and Danica. Thank you, Danica and Cloud. Cause I be doing all the work. I be telling her, hold on, let me chill for a second. Let me rest for a second. Let me get my second wind in me. Oh. Oh my God. That's exactly what I sound like too. Oh. I be sounding like Shannon Sharp. I be sounding like Shannon Sharp. Michelle. Thank you, Barbara Real. Thank you. I be sounding like. Thank you, Linda J. Thank you, Barbara and Linda J. Michelle. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Barbarella. Thank you, D Lovely. He said, don't get diarrhea. Thank you, Barbarella. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sam, thank you. Barbarella. We're on our way to 300,000 followers. We're gonna celebrate 300,000 followers in Beijing. Thank you, Barbarella. We're gonna celebrate 300,000 followers in Beijing. Thank you, Barbarella. 300,000 followers in Beijing with a very nice meal. We're gonna go to a high-end meal in Beijing to celebrate 300,000 followers here on TikTok. Thank you, Sherry. And we got there in just 9 months. Thank you, Sam and Doreen. 300,000 in just 9 months. That's right, Linda. And a nice hotel. Lee, you're exactly right. And we're gonna stay one night at a nice hotel. Thank you, Barbarella. Thank you, Barbarella. Wayne. Yeah, let's stay at a decent hotel this time when we're in Beijing. I'll do that. Thank you, Ingrid. Oh, Barbarella, I love that. Let's pin that comment. That's why I go so hard every single day, because of comments and messages like this. Of people who say to me they love watching the channel. Hopefully I put a smile on your face, Barbarella, when you're watching the channel. And everybody, hopefully you guys laugh at my lame jokes and you guys like to see the places I take you to. This is the reason why I go so hard every day and hit the streets. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ni Hao Ma. No, thank you, guys. Thank you, Grizel. Thank you. Like I said before, I am a person with a lot of demons inside as well. I probably should go see a therapist, but ever since I started streaming, man, thank you to chocolate. Thank you to chocolate. Is that the chocolate goddess? That is the chocolate goddess. I'm telling you, I have a lot of demons inside as well. Thank you, Barbarella and chocolate goddess. Like, y'all are my therapy, man. I talk so much every day to you guys. Without you guys, I'd probably go insane. Or I need to go see a therapist. Thank you very much. 500,000 likes. 500,000 likes, y'all. He said that ADHD is no joke. Man, I love it. I love it, Linda J. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Joe J. 500,000 likes. Wayne and Les Lim. You guys know I ain't perfect, man. I'm not perfect. I got my own demons, but I try my best. Thank you, All Things. Thank you very much. 500,000 likes. Hey, but for real though, here's the plan for tonight. For Monday morning. So tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. my time, 6 a.m. Eastern time, we're going to the night market. And then, it's at the Chocolate Goddess. Thank you, the Chocolate Goddess. Thank you, Grizel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Every time she's here, she shows love to the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Grizel. So 6 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be at a night market. And then later tonight, after that live stream, we're going to go ahead and get something to eat. Thank you, Danica, Grizel, and the Chocolate Goddess. Thank you. Man, like I said before, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I also get a lot of comments from people who tell me watching this channel is the only reason they use TikTok. Now, that's powerful. When somebody sends you a message that says, this is the only reason I use TikTok, thank you, Grizel, that's powerful. That's powerful. And that's the reason why I keep doing this. So, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uncle Doje. Man, I will be streaming from all over America one day, I promise. Once I'm finished doing what I do here in Asia, I'm gonna take a tour of the United States of America in an RV, in a little camper RV. Thank you. Thank you, Chocolate Goddess. Thank you. Nicole Robertson, thank you. And thank you to Chocolate Goddess, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna get a little RV and we're gonna do like I'm gonna need to get Starlink set up because certain parts of America, especially in the rural areas, they don't have internet. So, not to say they don't have internet, but the places that I'm going to, a lot of places don't have internet. So I'm gonna need to get Starlink. But you guys know, man, the ultimate goal of what we're trying to do here is one day I want to entertain you guys on the TV screen. I want to be on Netflix with a travel show, a food travel show, where we go to places off the beaten path, where we bring my personality into it, but we go to places off the beaten path all over the world. All over the world, not just in Asia. Like my idol Anthony Bourdain, Mr. My idol Anthony Bourdain, Mr. Like my idol Anthony Bourdain, Mr. My idol Anthony Bourdain, Mr. And you. That's something. That's the ultimate cool song you got. So hopefully that'll happen. Thank you. Hamid. It wouldn't even cost them that much money. Because we be staying in Chinese hotels for $20, $30 a night. It wouldn't even cost them that much money. Thank you, Andy Jones. Barbarella, thank you. Thank you so much. Is it still lagging? Oh, you met Anthony Bourdain. Wow. Is it still lagging? We good? Is it still lagging? We good? All right, good. Thank you, Barbarella. Hey, all the folks, man. When we go to Beijing, we're actually gonna go to Universal Studios. So we'll be going to Universal Studios. That's gonna be a very happy place when we go to Universal Studios. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. We want to take you guys to as many happy places as possible. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Barbarella, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. And Chocolate Goddess, everybody, thank you. And Lee, Hug, Kenneth, Trugot. Thank you guys. Thank you all things. Man, my parents are very happy in North Carolina. They got a great life in North Carolina, man. Let's see what the future holds. My dad does not have Medicare in China. So this is probably what's stopping him from coming back to China. Because my mom has Medicare in China, but my dad does not. So he doesn't have health insurance here in China when he retires. He has American Medicare, and he has his own health care through his work. So we'll see, man. We're very happy in North Carolina. Let me just put it this way. We're very happy in North Carolina. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Brave. No egg rolls here, man. Come on, man. This ain't no China buffet. This is real China, man. They don't eat no egg rolls over here. They don't have crab rangoon over here either. There's no General Tso's chicken either. There's no orange chicken either. There's no sweet and sour pork either. They don't have any of those things here in China, man. They ain't got any of those things in China. Oh, Barbarella, you have Chinese? I didn't know that. And they ain't got no fortune cookies in China either. Thank you, all things. They ain't got no fortune cookies here either. No fortune cookies. Danica, no fortune cookies. There's no fortune cookies here in China. I'm serious. Don't have that. I'm serious. Now, when you're finished eating, I can go and get you a fortune teller from the streets. But there ain't no fortune cookies over here. Oh, half Latina. I like that. Half Chinese, half Latina. I love that. By the way, it's Sunday night. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. We still got a lot of people watching. Y'all don't plan on going to sleep, huh? I feel like I should stop now so you guys can go to bed. Cook well, I love it. And single. Ooh. Ooh.